not my postpartum hair loss, making me fucking look bald-headed. Alrighty, be sure to hit that. Should I have a crumb on my mouth? What's up guys, it's Sammie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that big red subscribe button down below so you can stay up to date with everything that I'm doing. It has been a very long time. Actually, let's see, when's the last time that I uploaded a YouTube video? 3 months ago. This is really just like an update to just slowly inch my way back in. I'm hoping that I'm able to stay consistent now that I'm in like a schedule and a groove with the baby, and it's gotten a lot easier. In the beginning, I would say the first like 2 months was a lot of like learning and just like learning how to live a life with a baby. Now it's like a lot, I'm not gonna say super easy, but it's a lot less stressful because he can come everywhere with me. I mean, he could come everywhere before, but like now, like he's sitting up and he's tried 2 foods. We tried carrots and bananas and he loves them. He just turned 5 months last week, and you know, a lot of people that I follow or like friends who have babies around the same age and stuff like that, their baby started trying foods around 4 months. So I just waited an extra month. Obviously you're not supposed to compare, right? It has nothing to do with like, oh well, their baby's trying food, so like my baby should be trying food. It was more so just, I just was giving him more time because he wasn't necessarily like sitting up on his own yet and rolling over yet. Like I just wanted him to make milestones. I wanted him to meet certain growth milestones before I introduced any foods. He's rolling over now, like consistently. Like he's on his belly and he just loves to roll over. He thinks it's the best thing ever. And he's interested in like foods that I want to eat. So this is what I had read that will kind of tell you, you know, if your baby's ready or not to start trying food. And so it was like, if your baby is sitting up on their own, like slightly supported, if they're holding their head up, if they're interested in the foods that you're eating, and if they grab things and bring them to their mouth. So that was probably one of the first things about the baby, is he was grabbing everything and bringing it to his mouth. Not necessarily like items, but like if I put my hand in his hand, he would put it right to his mouth, or like a pacifier, if I put it near his hand, he would grab it and put it right to his mouth. So I was like, okay. And then I would say in the last like 2-3 weeks, when I eat and I'm holding him or like he's near me, he'll literally stare at my food and follow it all the way to my mouth. Then I was like, okay, so that's him showing like interest. He's interested in what I'm eating and what I have. So now that's 2 things. He's bringing things to his mouth and he's interested in what I have, and now he's sitting up supported. So I was like, okay, I feel comfortable like introducing him to food. So I tried carrots first. So we did carrots last week, and I did it for like couple days just to see, and you know, monitored him to make sure he wasn't allergic. I don't think he was consuming enough though, because I just read an article the other day that they have to consume like a certain amount to even know if they're allergic, unless it's like a severe allergy. But he didn't consume enough of the carrots. Now the bananas, he was going to town. Like he was eating so much, and the thing that I didn't pay attention to was like how many ounces of food did I make for him. Like, did I puree? Because I've been pureeing everything myself. So like I'll take carrots or like the bananas. I boiled the carrots, I cut them, I boiled them for like 20 minutes, and then I put them in a blender and I put an ounce or 2 of breast milk, and I just blended it together, made a puree, and then I fed him. Same thing with the bananas. And then I put the rest of the puree in these little like ice things that I got off Amazon. I'll put them right here so you guys can see. I got these little ice things that you pour like your foods or whatever purees you have into. It's a little like sucker, and then you put it in the freezer and it freezes. And I left it like overnight, and then the next morning I gave it to him, and he was just like going to town. He's obsessed with bananas. So I'm gonna give him more today. Maybe I'll take a cute little video so you guys can see him eating some bananas. Yum. And that's really the update that I have. He's doing great, he's growing, he's healthy. He's hitting all of his milestones. He'll have his next doctor's appointment about a little over a month from today, he'll have his 6-month doctor's appointment, and I'm so excited. I can't wait. Obviously I can wait, and I'm not rushing him getting older at all, but I love going to doctor's appointments, and like our doctor is super sweet. She's so nice, she's great, and she's so like reassuring. So last time we brought him in, she was like, oh my gosh, he's growing so big, he's so alert and active, and you know, moving around, and he's just the perfect, most delicious little boy. I also wanted to give you guys an update on my breastfeeding journey, because it has been the most stressful and hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life, ever. Because like the baby part, yeah, it's hard, but I'm the oldest of 6 sisters and 2 brothers, okay? So I have an older sister, but she was raised away from me. So, you know, my immediate like siblings, I was there to see all of them grow and help raise them and change diapers and carry babies and babysit and all that stuff. I would say pretty much from age 9 to age like 19, so a good 10 years was dedicated to me just like being the in-home babysitter for my family. And so for me, after, you know, being the older sibling and like taking care of everybody, by the time I have a baby, everything was pretty much like common sense for me. And caring for a baby that's yours is like a totally different thing. Caring for my siblings, obviously I was like very protective of them, and I would take care of them. I'm a great caretaker. But having your own baby, I felt like everything I had known just kind of went out the door. Like everything. If he breathed differently, or if his poop looked different, or if he was crying, like I just felt like something was always wrong. I was Googling a million things, and then my breastfeeding journey was just like, didn't take off to a great start, but because I didn't know anything at all. Honey. No, not the camera. Honey. Girlfriend. Get out of here. What are y'all doing? This is cute. This is kind of cute of you guys. All right, can I finish my video though? I've had people DM me asking if my animals are still here, if I got rid of my animals. No, I'm still taking care of my animals. I'm still taking care of my plants. My animals are safe and healthy. There's Kitty and King. Ace wanted to come inside because I guess it was too hot out there. But yes, so everything's been going great. I wouldn't say great. It's been stressful. It's been hard. Learning myself with a baby, learning my partner with a baby, us learning each other in a relationship with a baby. Life has definitely, you know, taken us for a spin. We're still persevering. The baby's healthy. Everyone's healthy. Everyone's safe. I will say a few negatives. I've had to throw out a lot of plants. Not a lot. All of these are still great, as you can see. But I've thrown out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna throw out that one today, 6. And I'm gonna have to do some cleaning up. I'm gonna have to do some cleaning up today, because what happened was one of my plants months ago, and you probably remember if you're an OG and have been watching for a long time or follow me on Instagram, my one plant, I was like, oh, I think it's got mold on it, like it's got like, you know, white little balls of mold. And everyone was like, girl, they're mealybugs, like you need to get rid of that plant ASAP, or like seclude it from the rest of your plants. I did, and I went through all my plants, and a lot of them also were infected with mealybugs because they're extremely contagious to plants. So I was like treating all of my plants. I was doing a great job. I was getting rid of them, and then I had the baby. I was still taking care of them, like, you know, the first like month. I was still like taking care of them because the baby was sleeping a lot, you know. Newborns, that's what they do, they sleep. I was feeding, and then he would sleep, feeding, sleep. And Spence wasn't back to work yet, so it was like he would take the baby and I could like take care of the plants and clean up and stuff like that. And then once we got back into like our normal life routine with the baby, around 4 months, I stopped caring about the plants. And not that I stopped caring, I just literally didn't have the energy or like mental capacity to come all the way up here, bring plants downstairs, water them, fill up water, but do this, then treat all of them with neem oil and spray and wipe them down, and I couldn't do it. I thought I heard the baby. So yeah, it is the baby. Let's go get him. Let's go get my boy. Good morning. Good morning, Chunka. Good morning, Happy. Are you so happy? Now, before I have any like super moms come on here and say, oh, that's not safe, don't put the pillows, don't put this, don't put that, he has been sleeping exactly like this his entire existence, right? For the past 5 months, he has safely slept in this bed. He's perfectly fine. I check on him a lot, very consistently. Right, Pookie? He loves his pillows. He loves a blankie. I mean, he kicks it off 9 times out of 10. And we co-sleep. So before anyone says that co-sleeping is like super dangerous, just do your research. In every other country, co-sleeping is actually really, really normal. I grew up in a co-sleeping household. I always slept in my parents' bed. My brothers and sisters have always slept in my parents' beds. That's just how we roll. I don't know. That's just something I always did. So I always thought to have this little chicken in my bed. He does sleep in his bassinet occasionally, like for naps. So this bassinet here, he will sleep in this bassinet for naps. See his little pillow and his little blankie. But for the most part, he sleeps right here with mommy and dada. Or for his naps, obviously he's sleeping alone. So for like when we're home, majority of the time that we're home, he only wears a white onesie and a pair of socks to keep his toes warm, because I keep the house at like 69, 70 degrees. So the house stays pretty cold. He stays in a onesie. He's a very hot body. Like, this man is hot all the time, just like his dad. Anytime he actually puts on an outfit is when we leave the house. Come on, King. All right, y'all. I cleaned up upstairs and I fed the chicken nugget. And now we're gonna do a little contact nap while mommy cleans. Why would you pinch mommy's nipple? That hurts when you do that. Here's your passy. Take a nap. Go sweeps. So yeah, I'm gonna keep him on me. He's already starting to fall asleep. But he tries to refuse it. He tries to fight me. Just go to sleep, dude. So I'm going to vacuum and sweep the floors and dust and do the dishes, all while this little chicken nugget is on me. So I'll just let the video play. I'll let the camera play, and you guys can watch me clean. Alexa, play music. All right. Music on. Alright guys, I ate the food already, and I ate the rest of my cookies. And now I've been power pumping because I'm trying to get my supply back up, and it's honestly the most uncomfortable thing in the world. It's not fun, and it's painful, but we're trying. I just pumped for 20 minutes and that's all I got. Not cool. Power pumping is when you pump for 20 minutes and then take a 10-minute break and then pump for another 10 minutes and then take a 10-minute break and then pump for another 10 minutes, because it's supposed to mimic when the baby cluster feeds. It's not fun. Alright guys, I'm on my second 10 minutes for this power pumping session. So once this is over, then I'm going to take a break for a few hours, probably like 2 hours, and then I'll just pump regular, because it says to only do like 1 to 3 power pumping sessions a day. So I did one earlier at 11 and then I'm about to be done this one. I started this one probably like 45 minutes ago. So, and now I'm done. Thank God.
Woohoo!
She was awful. Crying, but look at this ass.
I don't think you want no more. You look forward to me. I don't know why you following the bottle. You wasn't even eating.
Nothing.
I'm watching video games. Wait,
Watching 2K.
wait that at. This ain't not even the real stuff. It's demo mode.
Spence said that one day Bray is going to be a video gamer. And I said, absolutely not.
And I said we're gonna go to father-son video game tournaments together. Dominate the opposition.
Oh, we just said Bray's name.
Oh,
Name
Bray.
reveal.
Bray.
Bray, what's his middle name?
Love. You see this?
People had good guesses because they said love was in your bio
Oh wow.
on Instagram.
Look. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Yeah, y'all can't see it, but it's a heart.
There's a heart in the
Just
middle
know
of
it's a heart.
Alright, I'm going to wrap this video up because my camera's also about to die. So, thank you guys for watching. Say bye, Bray Bray. Thank you guys for watching. If you stayed to the end, I love you so much. And I'll see you next time.